Like for me, it was Kurt, it was Eddie, it was Chris, and it was Billy. I viewed
but not in that order, right?
Not in that order. I was getting to you. The best for last. But for me, you were all equals. Like the four of you, you were all posters on my wall. Like the four of you, it felt like, and granted, this was like my coming of age period, but it was objectively a renaissance of music and the popularization of alternative music in the mainstream culture.
Really was that watershed moment where, bands like us and Pearl Jam and Nine Inch Nails and Peppers and everybody was getting on the radio, and we were in the top 40. I mean, imagine alternative music in the top 40 now. It's almost unthinkable.
Yeah.
Well, it was just as unthinkable then.
Yeah.
In 1989 or whatever. So, to be succinct about it, when you present an outlying system to a business that is all wrapped up, they'll make the money off of you, but deep down, they're resentful because they can't control you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They couldn't control Kurt. They couldn't control Eddie. They couldn't control Lane and Jerry. Yeah. They just couldn't control us. Mm-hmm. And deep down, they kind of hate that. So you don't realize at the time, there's a ticking clock for them looking to replace you.
Yeah.
And
I see that. I mean, you were even referenced as the next Nirvana at one point, right? Weren't you literally labeled something like that?
We were the next to a lot of things.
Okay.
There's this review that exists somewhere where it was Gish, and they compared us to, it was like Black Crowes, Led Zeppelin, REM, The Cure. Like they could not figure out what band we were. So it was like 8 bands that didn't go together.
They needed to like...
They were like a soup, you know what I mean?
I see, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild. And to edit my prior statement, I also would put in Lane and Jerry and Trent also. It was an incredible time. It was magic. And I think that's why I'm here today, because how lucky for me that with me being an impressionable young kid, this changed my life.
Well, even going back to Green Day, I mean, like I said,
and Green Day,
we played with them. They were my memory is that they were originally on the second stage, which was like, the stage they put in the parking lot for, so there they are, playing during the day to, 500 people in a parking lot. And there we are playing to 18,000 people at night.
Wow.
It's so amazing that they've navigated it to where they're so successfu And at the end of the day, it's really about talent. But again, not to belabor the point, if you look at the artists that we're talking about, I'm going to stick to the songwriters because that's where my brain goes.
Yeah.
Billy Joe, Kurt, Trent, Courtney, everybody is totally different. Different. And we all represented something of the music business that deep down they didn't really want.
Right.
Look at the entire history of rock and roll in the music business. They really don't want outlying personalities.
Right. Yeah. They can't control it.
They can't control.
Yeah.